Hey guys, Pepper Madness here. Uh, I didn't get a chance to put in a video last week just because it was really got really super busy here. I had a couple of shows to go to, and my nephew came out from the coast just to stay up here and get away from some poor environmental stuff there. Anyhow, that's kind of what I want to talk about today here. It's not a how-to video. This is not so much a preparedness kind of thing. It's just more of a life thing. And there's going to be a short clip with myself and my nephew right after I'm finished babbling at everybody. So I want to start off by saying here, first off, excuse me, sorry, I got a nasty itch. I want to start off by saying, in no way, shape, or form are his parents bad parents or bad people or any of that sort of stuff. Sometimes things just happen. You guys know what they are. You know, that's between us. I'm not going to post that on YouTube at all. That's no one else's business, but just ours. So anyhow, he was sent up here to help him sort out some of his own behavioral issues, and just from the few days he's been here, what I've seen is that he has a lack of confidence. Okay, now this is very common amongst teenagers. He's a 15-year-old boy, just on the verge of manhood. Right, it's a really tough time for kids. I went through all that with my son. Of course, I went through it. My dad went through it with me, and yeah. So it just depends on how we deal with it, and as we get older, and stuff, we get a little bit smarter. I hope, a little wiser maybe, and we're able to look back and go, geez, I should have did this. I should have did that. So that's what I'm going to try and do. That's what I'm going to try and do with Cole. So what the whole thing with Cole is I want him to build his confidence so that he has a foundation of his own worth and his own abilities. Okay, so I just want to give him get him to be confident in himself and to be a little more accountable. Hold himself accountable for things, without it dragging him down into self-pity and all that kind of stuff. All right. So what you're going to hear about when Cole's sitting there with me near the end of the video is how we went out on a just a quick day journey. My wife dropped us off 4 miles from home. It was raining, cats and dogs, very muddy and very, very wet, and the rain just kept coming down all day long. And he'll tell you what we did. He'll tell you what we did on that little trip and how we came back. So, what we did on that little trip was just a quick. I just wanted to do a quick bit of evaluation with him. I wanted to see where he was at. Okay. He's also a type 2 diabetic, so we have to watch his sugar all the time, right? And we brought the tester and stuff, and he's supposed to be between 6 and 10. Ideally, I think it's 7. So I was told, anyways. But I want him to get into that habit of without somebody telling him to check his blood sugar regularly. All right, so I want him to be self-accountable. I want him to be accountable to himself, right? Anyhow, we went out on this little journey. It was quite fun. For the first time, he went and lit a fire in a soaking wet rain, and everything was soaked. And we did not bring paper or fire starter kits. I let him use a lighter, but whatever. We got a fire going. or he got a fire going. We set up a quick tarp shelter and set up to collect rainwater, which he'd never done, right? So that gave him that little shot, right? So I gave him that little bit of knowledge, and I showed him how to tie knots. I made him tie knots to it. We set up the tarp shelter all together and everything. I'm confident that he can build his own, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go out. I'm not sure about an overnight thing yet. I'm still a little nervous about the type 2 diabetes thing. I've never had to deal with that. It scares the heck out of me. Yeah, so I'm going to get him to do that, and I'm going to see if he tries to add anything, little stuff here and there, to what he's learned, right? So then that'll get him, just to get him rolling on that pattern of maybe bettering his own situation, like in regards to the circle of friends that he had and stuff, back on the coast. So that's basically what I'm trying to do with him. So you're going to see a bunch of videos from us all through the summer. We're going to be doing lots of skill development things. He's going to be working in the garden. He already has. He'll be over at my shop. We'll be forging stuff and fixing broken stuff. We always break stuff. Well, I don't always break it, but we fix our own stuff. So he's gonna get to do a bit of arc welding. I already talked to his mom and dad about all this stuff, so it's all cool with them, and I'm really glad it is too. It's good. He's really a sponge right now. He's really soaking stuff in, especially in a new environment. Okay, I think he's really enjoying it here. I'm very glad. Yeah, so we're gonna work on his skill development, get his help him develop his own. I guess you call it initiative. Helping him develop initiative, like seeing that something has to be done, or recognizing a problem, and instead of whining about it, just getting it fixed, doing something about it, right? And of course, with all that comes the ability to do these things, and following instruction. Okay, whether it's we're gonna go through the all the different stuff where it's oral instruction, right? Me speaking, okay, or oral instruction, him hearing, okay, written instruction, okay, with just words, and drawn, sketched instruction, okay. So the visuals, the visual types. So we're going to see which one he does best with, and try to take it from there, and maybe develop the other ones. Maybe develop the other types too a little bit more. Let's see. I'd like to learn. I'd like to teach him to learn how to challenge himself. I'm not talking about dumping himself in ice cold water and seeing how long he lasts before he gets hypothermia, but challenging his mind into moving forward in things, to being able to better his situation, and in life, right? Remember, I said he's a type 2 diabetic. That just blows me away, all the stuff he has to go through. And helping him, of course, with his leadership, with his own developing his own leadership type skills. Finding his place in the pecking order is actually what I meant by the leadership thing. Finding his place in the pecking order, where he fits in best. Of course, communicating. I'm not talking about radios and hams and ham radios and stuff, but just being able to communicate his thoughts. Now, I'm not big on the feelings thing. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that. I'm not saying he should walk around stoic or anything like that, but there are some things you should just keep to yourself. And not be a little punk and act out, right? There's just things that you have to be accountable for in that way. So by being able to communicate your thoughts rather than your feelings, that I believe would be a huge plus for him, and it'll help him work. It'll help him do his own problem resolution, problem solving, whatever you want to call it. All right. I want him to be accountable to himself, like him be his own critic, without being too 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 crazy about things, right? Yeah, I'm gonna want him to. I'm gonna want him to learn to say, to never say that something, oh, that's good enough, and just leave it, right? There are times I've done that, but I know that it's just temporary, and that we'll be getting right back to something. It'll just be something to hold something together briefly, and then we get back to it and do all that kind of stuff, right? So, you know, and completing your tasks, yeah, that kind of thing. Correcting mistakes. Yeah, I've got a list right here that I'm going through. I'm doing this. I'm making this video to make myself accountable. Okay. All right. All right. I like to see him learning how to accept authority. Okay. What I mean by that is I don't mean I want to that I'd like to see him, nor would his parents like to see him every time he gets approached by a teacher or a principal or even one of his parents, to roll over on his back and submit. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about being humble and accepting that there are people in life that are placed in authority over us, and that's just something we have to accept. Okay, we do have to accept it. There's nothing we can do about it, right? There's a list of, you know, I've got two lists in my mind. I've got things that I can do something about and things that I can do nothing about. Okay? All right. So, and during all this time, we're going to we're going to work on developing that trust, right? So this is also the authority thing, right? Developing the trust, and hopefully by the end of all this is going to help him. This is going to help him break those negative behavioral patterns that he was having. I'm not going to say anything about them. If he wants in a future video to say something about them, he can say it. Okay? All right? He can say it. It was nothing evil or anything like that, but it was stressful for both him and his parents. So we want to break that, okay? And that's really what sparked him coming here, right? Sometimes it's easier for a relative, right, to help especially a teenage boy, to get them going in the right direction, right? But of course then it's the parents' responsibility after that to maintain that, because they can slip by very quickly, right? So we all have to work on consistency, and that is why I'm making this video, to hold myself accountable to doing all these things. All right. Okay, so following this babble thing, Cole and I are going to be sitting down, which we recorded earlier. Okay, we're just going to be sitting down having a real fast chat. You get to meet him, and yeah, he'll be in more videos here. We're probably going to do another one tomorrow. We'll do it over in the, yeah, beating some hot steel over in the forge. Okay, guys, you have a great day. Watch the the little blurb after this with Cole and I. And wish us luck. Give Cole your prayers, best wishes, and maybe me too. Okay. I'm going to hold myself accountable. That's why I made this video. All right, and over the summer, we'll see how things progress. And if you guys see things progressing, please mention in the comments. It's going to be extremely encouraging to the young man. He now subscribed to my channel, and he's just eating information up off of other channels that I suggested to him and everything. Okay. All right, everybody, take care and have a great day. Hey guys, Pepper Madness back at you here. Apologies for not getting another video made here. We've been pretty busy around the place. Lots of stuff going on. Went to a small trade show last week. Got some stuff happening with the Alberta Peppers group. That sort of stuff. Alright, anyhow, got my nephew here, Cole. He's coming out here to spend the summer here with us, and he's a city folk kind of kid. Anyhow, Cole, where are you from?
West Coast, British Columbia.
Yep. Doesn't want to say much, shy of the camera, I figure. So, anyhow, what I wanted to do this video on today was on a subject not a lot of people talk. Well, a lot of people talk on it about this mindset stuff, but not really a lot of people talk about developing a mindset. I actually call it confidence, a level of confidence or competence, if you will. So anyhow, Cole, how long you been here?
This is my 5th day.
5th day. Okay. So, day 1 we just basically picked him up and brought him out here. Day 2 you were out helping in the garden, I think.
Yeah, we planted some strawberries, I think.
Yeah, strawberries and some tomatoes, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomato plants, and he helped out in the greenhouse a little. So got to learn a little bit about that. Friday. It was Friday, right? Tell them what we did Friday. Look up at the camera.
We went... Where did we go?
It was 4 miles.
4-mile hike out to... We got driven out to a little camp spot. Made a fire, a little tent and fort thing. And... Collected rainwater. And built a couple other small things.
Who lit the fire?
Me. First fire in the rain, actually.
Yep, and it was coming down too. It was really, really pouring out.
Yeah.
And then what did we do?
We decided to walk back the 4-mile hike. And yeah, it was...
What was it like?
The ground was pretty soft.
Yeah, muddy.
Yeah. Extremely wet. And...
Raining.
Yeah. We had Finn with us too.
Yeah, the puppy. How heavy was your pack?
35 pounds.
35 pounds, that's right. And I carried my emergency bag. 4 miles back, how long did it take us?
45, 50 minutes, I think.
Yep.
Almost an hour.
Just about an hour. Just under an hour it took us. And have you ever done anything like that before?
Nope.
Did you ever think you could do anything like that?
No, not really.
Yeah, see? So what I'm trying to say here is there's like there's like small stepping stones to building a bit of a confidence and competence. So we learned to he learned to make a fire in the, I mean, it was soaking wet rain, and we put up a quick tarp shelter. Have you done that ever before?
Nope.
Think you could do it?
Yep.
Yep. I'm pretty sure he could. Showed him how to collect his firewood, Again, building the fire thing. We collected rainwater uh, from off a little trough that we made in the front edge of the tarp. Got a lot of water too, didn't we? Quite a bit.
Yeah, it was probably, I think, about a liter.
Yeah, about a liter. Yeah, it didn't take long either. And we drank it.
Had a little bit of an apple juice tinge to it.
Yeah, yeah, we used an old apple juice carton. So, one of those big Tetra packs. But, um, having never had the opportunity to do this sort of thing, it's something that he never thought about, right? And so just because you lit the fire once, right, in the rain, doesn't mean you're going to be able to do it every time. But if we keep doing this sort of thing at least once or twice a week, he'll gain a better competency level of this kind of thing. And it's not necessarily because it's a big must survivalist skill, which it is, but it's more of a confidence building phase, right? So we'll just as time goes on, we'll just ramp things up really, really slowly. Let him build his muscles. Because how old are you?
15.
15. He's 15 years old, right? So he's still kind of scrawny-ish looking. Hey, his arms about the size of my wrist. Just kidding.
It's true.
But yeah, that's not the only sort of thing we've done. I'm kind of hoping that this will help out some other people with dealing with their teenagers who supposedly think that they have low self-esteem problems or things like that. It's not low self-esteem, you guys. It's just opportunity and to being able to do these sort of things, right? It's just opportunity. So yeah, if you just get out there and take the kids out and do these sort of videos, or not videos, but do these sort of things, right? And we'll be making some videos here through the summer, doing these things together. He helped me out. Yeah, we fixed the tiller. Remember? Yeah, we fixed the tiller. We did. What did we do yesterday?
Shot some guns.
Pile of shooting. Oh yeah, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
And then we cooked on a fire, right over the flame on the fire. Had a huge feast with some other people who came over from the Alberta Preppers Facebook group. So yeah, through the summer, you're going to see my new helper here, Cole, and some of my forging videos. We'll do some stuff out in the bush. Probably playing around with the dog. Maybe we can get a coyote hunt in with the dog. Yep, well, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff gardening. If he stays long enough, we'll do some canning and harvesting stuff in the garden. Some smoking some meat, doing some salting, all that kind of good stuff. All right, I'm going to try and fill him in on a lifetime of gathered experience and stuff in just a couple months. We'll see how well I do. But well, actually, we'll see how well he does. That's the whole point of this. And I'm sure he'll go back home with a broader spectrum, hopefully, of knowledge and some skill craft. More importantly, is having the confidence in that sort of stuff and knowing he can do it. And that'll, I hope, give him some confidence in life. I'm sure it will. It did with my son, and I'm sure it will with this young fella. Got anything to say?
No.
No? Good. Okay, quiet. That's what their kids are supposed to be, is quiet. Okay, everybody. You have a good day, and take care. See you later. Bye.